Hello friends, Dr. Ben, not a real doctor here. Today I'm going to be teaching the floor press. Press is kind of like a bench press, but you do it laying on the floor instead of a bench. There are a few really nice benefits to doing the exercise this way. One, if you're doing it with a barbell, you're not going to need a spotter if it gets too heavy because the weight will hit the floor before it traps you under the bar. I like doing it unilaterally with a kettlebell, so I'm just going to be using one hand at a time. It works on some rotation stabilization, but the big reason I like the floor press is the floor gives you feedback on your shoulder's position, and you can feel if you're pushing your shoulder forward or letting it fall back. It really gives you good feedback so you can keep your shoulder in a good neutral position. I struggle with that after years and years of pulling sports, swimming and rock climbing. I have a tendency to push my shoulder into things and put it in a weak position. We're going to start here with a little demo of the exercise. Like I said, I'm going to be using a kettlebell. I'll do it from the side here, and then I'll do more of an overhead view so you guys can see a little better what's going on. Because this is a unilateral movement, you're going to want to use your body to get a little extra stability. So inside leg, so same leg side as the weight, you're going to bring that up by your hip. Offside, far side, it's going to be stretched out in front of you. You want to set your arm up so you're kind of in between, straight out from the shoulder and down at your side, sort of a 45-degree angle. Far arm out to the side. It doesn't matter so much if your arm is stretched out or bent. You're going to be using your elbow mostly for counter rotation stability. So this inside leg and your outside arm are going to help keep you from rotating into the weight as you press. This becomes more important as you get heavier. If you want some extra stability, you can put your arm out, but I feel like I get a better brace using just my elbow. So this is going to look just like a bench press pretty much. You're going to push your lower back into the ground. We're not doing like a power lift to lift maximum amount of weight. We're using biomechanics to teach our body to move in a particular way. So you want to keep your back pretty much flat against the ground. And then you're just going to press straight up, out in front of your chest. Now, as I push up, your shoulder blade needs to stay in contact with the ground. If you find you're doing this, then you're not keeping your shoulder in a neutral position. You're pushing your shoulder into the motion. So that the floor gives you really good feedback to let you know if you're keeping your shoulder in position. So there I'm pushing into it. It's a very bad habit I have. So keep that shoulder neutral and keep that shoulder set. Now you can see I'm maintaining a good neutral position as opposed to all right, and that is one of the major benefits to the floor press is the floor gives you that feedback on what you're doing with your scapula, really. All right, let's change up the view. That way you guys can get kind of an overhead view here, and we'll give you a little better idea what's going on. So let's look at this from a side view here. Foot up by your hip, off foot stretched out, elbow out to the side. Good position, kind of midway between in line with the shoulder and at your side. Okay? Pressure in the outside foot or inside foot, pressure in the outside elbow. Back nice and flat, and you're just going to push straight up. Keep that shoulder from pushing into the movement. So good neutral shoulder position. You should be feeling the muscles across the front of the shoulder contract. And remember, if you're pushing in, your shoulder is coming off the floor, your scapula is coming off the floor, and you're pushing your shoulder into the movement, you're not maintaining a good neutral shoulder position. And there you go. That's the floor press. Like I said, as this weight gets heavier, this outside stable or inside stabilizer foot is going to be really important to keep you from rolling over. If you try and do just like this, you're going to have a tendency, you can see even this isn't a very heavy weight and I'm already rolling to the inside towards the weight. So you're going to need that stabilization as you go heavier. You can do this with, like I said, a barbell. You can do it with 2 weights. There's lots of different ways to do this exercise. This is my personal favorite way to do it. Adds a little extra challenge for the rotational stability, and also it forces you to focus on a single limited time so you can really feel what your shoulder's doing and really get that motor pattern dialed in. Well, thanks for watching, guys. That was the floor press. It's one of my new favorites. I really, really like it for teaching my shoulders how to remain neutral. It can be used to build strength. It can be used to build muscle. It's also really good for working on weak points if you're focusing on a bench press. I'm not much of a traditional lifter at this point. I tend to move away from those powerlifting exercises, but that doesn't mean that they don't have benefit and that this can't help you in those situations. Anyway, if you liked the video, hit that thumbs up button, share the video with somebody you think can benefit from it. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on the floor press. Try it out, give it a run, a test run, you know, a week or 2, see what you think. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think. And if you haven't already subscribed, please consider subscribing. So fun challenge for you guys. I've been doing this a long time. I'm actually getting pretty close to 25,000 subscribers. Kind of crazy. But I think it would be fun to set the goal of hitting 25,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's really not a stretch for my channel. I think it would be fun to hit. So if you guys can help me do that, I would really, really appreciate it. You know, share the channel with your friends. Find a video that you think would really, really benefit them. And, you know, just put it out there. Help me get to 25,000. Anyway, I really love you guys. I appreciate you. Get out there. Do a little work with your body. Stay healthy. Stay happy. And until next time, keep your life in motion.